Okay, so I've talked before. I know I kind of mentioned it last night in the video, if you guys watched it, about not taking orders that are not yours. I've got a pretty good example right here. Because, I'll just reiterate last night. I went to pick up an order. Now, I think last night, like what I said, was that the other dasher had two orders for the same guy, two separate orders for the same guy, and I got a duplicate order. I'm assuming that's what would happen. That's what she said happened. So, like I said, I believe her. But I did have an instance with Grubhub when I first started doing it, where the lady placed the order twice, probably by accident, I think, because it was the exact same order. And of course, Applebee's made both orders instead of they said they tried to call the customer, couldn't get a hold of her, so fine. Well, the first grubby, I'm calling them grubbies, came to pick it up, and Applebee's told her that they actually had two orders. She ordered twice the same order twice, and the driver said, I'll just take both of them since they're going to the same place, same customer. Well, you don't do that because it's not assigned to you, it's not your order. One, you're not getting paid to take the second order, okay? So why would you take the second order in the first place? You're not getting paid for it, so you're doing something you're not getting paid for. And Applebee's, shame on them for not making sure they're giving it to the proper driver, because that's just a bad habit to get into. Because I could walk up and say, hey, I'm here for Grubhub. And they're like, and they'd be like, okay, so Sherry? Yep, that's it. And walk out with free food. Okay? And she could have very easily just took it herself and ate it. So, and then just told the customer, hey, you ordered twice? So, and then I was stuck kind of not holding the bag. But anyway, Grubhub ended up paying me the whole amount for it. Just completing the delivery, paying the whole amount, and the customer called in and got it canceled, I'm assuming. So, anyway, tonight, I dropped off a Hibachi Express for Grubhub, and my Grubhub ends at 10. I was getting kind of tired. I got the second wind somehow, probably because it got really, really cold outside. So I was dropping that off, and I wanted to make sure I crossed 200 before I went home, because it's been kind of an day. So I turned on DoorDash, because I was just going to turn off Grubhub for the night, so I didn't get stuck way out in Barberton or something on next delivery or two, or have to decline a bunch, and just turn it off anyway. So I turned on DoorDash, and it gave me one for Denny's for like $8.50, going right back behind State Road there, and I'm like, okay, fine. So Grubhub went off for like a $7 Taco Bell lease exchange. It wasn't going to take, and that's the only thing it did. So I'm like, and then it goes off again. Grubhub goes off for an $18 Denny's, which I'm on my way to pick up now, because it wasn't going to be ready for like 20 minutes. So I'm like, I just need one to fill it up. So I let DoorDash go back off, and it went off for Portage Crossings Chipotle for like $5. And normally I wouldn't take a $5 one, but I just needed to fill up about 5 to 10 minutes of my time. And Chipotle, everybody's dead tonight, just so you know. All your busy places are dead tonight. Everything is dead. So if you get an order for Steak and Shake, that's really good. Take it. I don't think you're gonna have an issue. I'm not gonna say the same thing about Popeyes, but so anyway, I pull up. There's nobody there. There's a giant bag and a small bag in front of it, and I can see the name on the bag, the small bag, that said the customer's name. So the lady comes to the door. I tell her what it is. She goes, I got 2 bags for her. She did 2 orders. I'm going to give you both of them. I said, no. I said, I'm not assigned to both of them. I'm assigned to the one. It's one burrito. That's the only one I have. She goes, you can't take both? I said, no, I can't. It's not my order. There's like, can only take the one that's mine, because there's going to be another driver, I'm assuming, is already assigned to the other one, and they ordered this second one afterwards. And he very well might have both of them assigned to him. He didn't, by the way, because he actually pulled up right behind me like 2 minutes later. So he had one, I had the other. Okay, for some reason the algorithm didn't work properly like it should, and most of the time I believe does. It didn't grab him to pick up the second order, which it completely should have, but it didn't. So I took the one order, he took the other one, so he didn't get stuck with a 250 order. I didn't get stuck with a 250 order. Now, whether or not he would have taken both of them, I don't know. I would assume, because he had the main order, unless he's very diligent in checking, and she said the exact same thing, that there was two orders, I don't know if he would have taken both of them or not. I would hope as a respectful driver, he seemed very nice, very, very friendly, very respectful. He probably wouldn't have done it, but I don't know him. I've never met him before. I've never seen him before. So remember to only take what's assigned to you. I don't care if there's extras, if there's a second order. If that second order is not through the same company. And now, if the customer calls into the restaurant, because I've had this a few times with one customer, doesn't tip, by the way. First time I canceled it. Second time I didn't. Just more curious and what they look like at this point. But first one I canceled because it was going to take too long, because after they ordered and I was on my way there, I think I had like 5 minutes left of the pickup time at an Applebee's. Wrong Applebee's, by the way. It wasn't even close to where they lived. So I go to Applebee's, and to pick it up, I knew I had like 5 minutes or so, maybe 10, because who knows, it was during normal operations. The manager got off the phone and she's like, "Are you here for so-and-so?" I said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, she just ordered like 3 more things on the phone, so it's going to be a while." So I canceled it. You are under no obligation. I don't care what the situation is. No obligation at all to take anything other than what is on your order, what is paid for through DoorDash. DoorDash is getting paid 25 to 30% of the order, okay? So, and that's what goes to paying you. So if the customer orders $30, $40 more worth of more stuff over the phone, DoorDash is not getting paid for that. I know that doesn't affect you at all, because it's another bag. It's not that big of a deal. And if the customer's tipping well, fuck it, just take it. Not a big deal. If they're not, it's really up to you, okay? But just so you know, you are under no obligation. I have called DoorDash and Grubhub on this, by the way, just to verify. No obligation whatsoever to take anything from that restaurant to the customer that is not on your order, your listed order. You are responsible to get everything on that order, but obviously you can only go so far with sealed bags and boxes, and you can't open all this good stuff, whatever. But if you forget the drinks, that's your fault. But you're required to double check to make sure, hey, is everything in the bag? Yep, everything's in the bag. Straws, napkins, blah, blah, blah. And if you walk out without the drinks, that's on you, okay? You should go back and get them. Regardless, that's on you. That's the proper thing to do. But if they order stuff over the phone or on a second order that is not assigned to you, you have no responsibility for that stuff. Doesn't matter. Customers are going to think you do. They're going to just assume the driver's going to take it. And if you don't, they might give you a bad rating. But those are the people that are going to give a bad rating no matter what, just because they're those type of people, okay? So the food's going to take longer because because I actually had her text me wondering what was taking so long with that Applebee's order, and I texted her back. I said, you ordered more stuff over the phone, so it's taking longer. And she's like, oh, okay. So that's when I unassigned it, because I'm like, I'm not dealing with this crap. I'm not getting a bad customer rating because she can't understand the fact that she ordered stuff late. So yeah, the main point of this, obviously, after all my rambling, and I've said it probably 3 times already, I've hit the 10-minute mark already. So do not take orders that you're not assigned to, okay? If the customer orders extra stuff over the phone, that's your call. That's up to you if you want to take it or not. Because sometimes you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. I had to do that second time with it because she ordered I recognized the name and the address because I was looking at that. It was Mr. Hero, so it wasn't a big deal. It was like 2 extra sides of French fries or something stupid like that. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Or some mozzarella sticks or jalapeno pop or something. It was quick fried food, took a couple minutes. Wasn't that big of a deal. So if they order twice through Grubhub, 2 different orders through Grubhub, or DoorDash, or Uber Eats, or Postmates, or whatever, and you do not get both orders, only take the one. I don't care if it pisses the the customer off that you didn't bring both of them. You just explain to her. I said, I'm sorry, this is the only order I was assigned to. If that's, your other order should be on its way, all right, with another driver. So I would suggest making sure that you have everything you want to order before you order it, to ensure that they come properly. I'm like, I'm sorry, you have no control over it. It's a computer algorithm that distributes all the orders. 90% of the time it comes through for the driver who already has yours to get the second one because he's already there and it's going to the same place, exact same direction. It should have been an add-on, but it wasn't. So I'm sorry, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, whatever you want to call them, whatever their name is. But do not take an order that's not yours. Remember, you're not obligated to take an order that's not yours, and you shouldn't at all. Or anything else that's not on shows on your list. Okay? If you don't have to check it off, then you don't have to take it. All right? Remember that. Only take what's yours, because that's all you're getting paid for.